Hi guys, welcome back to Headless Chicken and welcome back to the second episode of UK visas. So you know that like last time Mr. Badri was here with me explaining about all the different kinds of visas available in the UK. Then we did promise you that like we'll be diving into each and every visa and we'll be giving you more information about those visas. So, Badri, like we have been busy running around,
Yeah.
and finally we thought, okay, we got one opportunity, and we know that soon the lockdown
That's
is
right.
coming. We
Yes.
thought we'll do it now. So, Badri, today is going to talk about the tier two visas in
New point based system.
the new point based system in detail. Like this is important both for the companies and the people who are willing to come to UK to work as well. So if you're interested in these two things, like as a company, how to apply for a visa,
A license.
for the license, and as a person. To know more about like how the company is going to sponsor you as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So these are the things we are going to talk about. So if you're interested, please stay. Don't go anywhere. Okay. So the first question is okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for coming again.
No problem.
How are you? You've been good,
Very
right?
fine,
Nice
thank
suit. I love your suit.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Especially got for this interview.
this interview. Okay, nice, nice. So the first question is okay. Let's get into the tier two, and as you said,
Sure.
there are a lot of changes coming in,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of companies who have approached me saying that yeah, I want to apply for a license and how to do this. So I thought like let's do a interview and get everything in the video
Sure.
so that everyone can watch this and understand this. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, go ahead. So tier
Yeah.
two,
License.
as a company.
Correct.
So I've come in. I'm a company. I want to apply. So I have been in the market for maybe 1 year,
Yeah.
or I've just started anyway. So let's
That's
take one by one. One is
Perfect.
the existing company. What should we do?
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and thank you again inviting me for the second round.
You're welcome.
So today we are going to talk about how to get a license for a company. So as we spoke last time, there has been some changes. Now Home Office has preponed its new point based system implement date. Now they are going to start from 1st December 2020.
Okay. So from 1st January,
January
2020.
2021.
Okay.
They have changed it.
Noted. Noted. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So under this new point based system,
Yeah.
lot of companies can use this point based system. So let me tell you how a company can get a sponsorship license. So it works in 3 stages. Okay, stage 1, even before you apply for a sponsorship license, you have to identify a migrant worker. Now current rules, if the position is not in shortage occupation list, you have to advertise it for 28 days
Yeah. Okay.
in Job Center Plus and in any private website like Indeed.com for 28 days. And then you have to prove you are not able to identify a settled worker, therefore you are going to appoint or recruit a migrant worker
From outside UK.
outside UK.
Okay.
That's why you need a license.
So those 28 days, you just put an advertisement on
Yes.
these sites and that's it done.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
Okay.
But however, this whole process is going to be removed from 1st December
Oh, okay.
2020.
Okay.
So any companies applying for license, they can directly identify a migrant worker,
Mhm.
whoever they find it suitable, who meets the requirement and who has the required skill for doing job. They can identify the migrant worker. If they could not identify someone locally, they do not need to prove this by any advertisement.
So those 28 days is removed. now
Completely
Oh,
gone.
okay.
So they do not need to advertise it. They can directly identify a migrant worker, either someone who is inside UK on different type of visas such as student visa or currently under tier 2 general visa or in any other visa category, or someone completely from outside UK.
Okay.
So stage 1, you identify the migrant worker.
Okay.
And then once you identified a migrant worker, then you move to stage 2.
Okay.
So this is the most important part of the license. So in this stage 2, where we make an online application. So when we are, this is for sponsorship license application, you make this application to Home Office. It is done via online. in gov.uk website.
Okay.
Okay, so you create a user ID and password, you make a online application,
Okay.
and you provide relevant information, and once you complete the application, you must submit list of mandatory documents.
Mm-hmm.
So I will just give you an overview what sort of documents you need.
Yeah.
This is very important.
Yeah.
So for any business, out of at least we must provide 4 documents. Okay, but I recommend you provide as much documents as you can, and
Okay.
if you can provide at least all documents.
So four are the main basic ones.
Yes, 4, at least 4
At least
required,
4 should
but
be there.
I recommend to provide all the documents.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So we must provide recent bank statements.
Okay.
This is one of the requirement
Of the company.
yes.
Yeah.
Of the business.
Of the
correct,
business.
of the company.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you must provide employer's liability insurance for at least 5 million pounds.
Okay.
This is the second document.
Mm.
Third, if your company is registered for VAT,
Yeah.
you must provide the VAT certificate.
Oh, fine. Okay.
But this is not mandatory because there are certain business where they do not need to register for VAT for various reasons. They could be exempt or they do not have that much turnover.
Yeah.
So they do not need to require. So this is an optional. But if you have VAT
then
registration,
you
better
have
to
some-
provide VAT certificate.
Okay.
And then fourth, PAY registration. This is one of the mandatory documents.
Okay.
PAY registration, it's nothing but if you are recruiting a staff, you must have a PAY registration with HMRC to pay tax, NI, employers, NI.
Okay.
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 So PAY registration certificate,
Yeah.
and then if your company is over 1 year old, you must provide your recent CT600 and
Okay.
CT603,
Okay.
which is nothing but filing corporation tax and accounts to Companies House and HMRC.
Okay.
Okay.
Come again. It's CT60.
600
It's
and
600.
CT603.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, your recent accounts.
Yeah.
And in addition to this, you must also provide, or it's not must, it's an optional, again, office lease agreement, or if it's a shop lease agreement.
Okay, so office lease agreement. So that's a question there because a lot of the companies here they have their address
Work
at
from
home,
home.
but they do it at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, as long as you have an office setup.
Yeah.
And you have enough infrastructure and you have reported this to local council.
Okay.
Yes, as long as you have done all the required information, all the required facility, yes, you can run from the house.
Okay. So
Okay.
the third thing, a lot of people haven't done it. Reported to the council
Yes.
that you're up. Oh, so
Yes,
that has
you
to be
must
done.
report to council that you are working from home.
Oh, okay.
Because this is something, some case workers I have seen,
Yeah.
they have asked, have you reported to your local council that you are running a business from home?
Yeah. Okay.
So this is something they are asking. So it is a good thing
Yeah.
if you're doing. But I recommend,
Yeah.
considering, of course, if you're considering your business is on the genuinity basis,
Yeah.
it is good to have office space. Again, it's not mandatory.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have my own clients who are operating from their home, and now currently even government is requesting you to work from home. So
yeah.
this is fine, absolutely fine, but it's not mandatory.
Yeah. Okay.
But as a good business, if you are thinking you will be growing further, let's say an IT company where you will be recruiting more skilled worker and you're going to expand, you should have an office space.
Yeah.
Of course, in a house maximum you could have 3-4 people,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna have multiple people, 5-6 people, it's good to have an office space.
So the recommendation is always to have a.
It's not mandatory.
But
This
it's
is
better.
my recommendation
Nice to have,
as an
yeah.
immigration
Yeah.
lawyer.
Okay.
I'm saying on the genuinity point,
Yeah.
I would recommend to have office space.
Yeah.
But if it's a small business and you are thinking that you will not need more than 1 or 2 people, and come on, I have enough infrastructure at home, and I've reported and I've informed them that I'm running a business from the home, then that is fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. As long as you've done all those things, like
All those things,
you've
then
got,
that is
like
fine.
okay, report to the council and make
Correct.
sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Right? Now also,
Yeah.
for certain business,
Yeah.
if you have to run, you
Yeah.
must have accreditation.
Okay.
For example, let's say if it is a domiciliary care or care home, they must have CQC accreditation.
Oh, okay.
So for companies which needs mandatory accreditation, they must provide this accreditation certificate as
On
well.
top of all this.
On top of all this, this is
yeah,
a mandatory
okay,
document.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
also, if your nature of business requires certain planning permission.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say if it is a restaurant, you need to have a A3. Okay, if it is a school, you must have a D1 planning permission from the local council.
Okay.
So you must also provide this.
Fine.
So this varies from company to company.
For
and
IT,
the nature of IT no.
Nothing. Yeah.
For IT no.
Okay.
This won't apply. So
Yeah,
that's
okay,
why.
okay.
So this are the some of the major documents which we need to provide. Apart from this, there are also other list of documents, but I'm only telling you the common list.
Yeah. Okay.
Which most of the companies would have.
Fine.
So it will be easier for them to get this information.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and finally.
Yeah. So you talked about the stage 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, stage 2 only. We are
sorry.
stage 2.
So stage 2 is like where submitting.
Why we are making.
Yeah.
Stage 1, you identify the migrant worker.
Yeah, that's
Stage 2, you make the online application and you submit all these documents.
Okay.
Okay, and now due to COVID, Home Office has given a concession that people can scan this document and email it to Home Office. Otherwise, you must either submit the original copy or a certified copy from a solicitor. Or certified copy from a solicitor or original. Even now, Home Office has right to request original document if they are not satisfied. But in most of the cases, they are accepting the scanned copies due to COVID. So I think this may or this will continue till March 2021.
Okay.
And on top of this, there are 10 questions you need to answer about your company. I would say this is like about your business, the nature of your business, your hierarchy, organization structure of your business, your operating time, how did you identify the migrant, and about the migrant details. So it's around 10 questions you need to answer about your company.
It's like written, maybe.
Written.
Fine.
Of course, I can provide those questions.
Fine.
If anyone needs it, please contact me.
Okay.
And along with this documents, you must submit this.
Okay.
Now, this is another important stage. Which is stage 3.
Okay.
This is where Home Office would make the decision and they would decide whether they need to visit the company or they can grant without a visit. So currently, due to COVID, I would say out of 10, they visit 5 companies and they grant license, and 5 companies they grant without visit. They grant the license without visit. Otherwise, in general, before COVID, out of 10, they used to visit 8 of the companies. Okay. So this is the most important stage. I would recommend all the companies to be prepared because the license is given for 4 years. Even if they do not come at initial stage, they would always come at the later stage after a year, 2, or at the time of renewal. So they must be prepared. It is very important that they maintain all the documents and they follow the Tier 2 and 5 sponsorship guidance. This guidance is available on gov.uk website. So they must follow it. But I will just give you a brief overview. What they look at when they come for visit. When they come for visit, they will be speaking to the authorizing officer. So when you're making the license application, you will be naming someone as authorizing officer, level 1 and key contact. So basically this particular person or multiple people, who authorizing officer will be always one, but you can have multiple level 1 and key contacts. No, key contact should be one, multiple level 1 you can have. So this authorizing officer is the person who will be maintaining and monitoring the license, and they will be reporting to the home office. We say authorizing level 1 is the main person. Mostly this reporting duties is done by level 1, but level 1 user. But in most of the companies, this authorizing officer and level 1 is the same person. That is why I'm saying. So when the home office come for visit, they will only talk to this person, authorizing officer. Okay, and of course, director and any other HR manager can be present, but the most of the questions will be asked to authorizing officer. So they will be looking at company's profile. How old is the company? What company has done so far? And director's profile, what experience they have, and selected candidate profile. So how you have recruited. They will be looking at his interview notes.
This is after giving the license, is it? Or before the license?
If this is at stage 3.
Stage 3.
If home office decide
to come and visit,
come and visit.
Okay.
And also they will do this check.
In the
during the 4 years of the license.
Okay.
And the other thing is they will be looking into the HR system. So how you are keeping track of attendance or their working hours. How you are keeping track of their annual holiday records. Sick holiday. And what is your annual holiday policy? How many days you give, and are you recording all those things, and whether you are monitoring their passport expiry and visa expiry dates. So all these things they will be looking when they come for visit, whether you are maintaining all these records. So this visit lasts long between 2 to 3 hours. And I can give advice what sort of things they will be looking at. This can be also found from tier 2 and 5 sponsorship guidance. If you go through that guidance completely, which is pages and pages.
How many pages if I
don't even ask.
Okay.
So it goes pages and pages. So if they don't want to read and they want to have the crisp of it, they can contact us. So we can give them guidance. So once this visit is done, then they will get their decision in 5 to 10 working days.
5 to 10 working days.
If they have done well in their visit, they will get it. If not, they will get refused. And they cannot apply for 6 months.
Oh, so the ones that refuse.
So it's very important.
So you should be. That's really important.
Yes.
So my question is, like, on what basis they'll get a refusal?
Well, if record keeping duties or monitoring duties are not kept well, so which I just mentioned earlier, that they need to have a system where they record attendance or working hours, and they should record their annual holiday, visa expiry, passport expiry, and their previous contact details. So all these things. And also they will be looking at the genuinity, why you need. They will be looking at your company profile, whether you have enough cash flow or project, and let's say if your company is in the loss, of course, as long as you have enough cash flow, that is fine. But these are the things they will be looking into it. If your company is in loss and you do not have any cash flow, so there will be a question, how will you be paying salary? So if you do not have any contracts or the company is in loss, so they look into various elements. That whether this company is genuine, whether this company has the ability, capacity to pay salary to the migrant workers, and do they have any projects in place, or if they have enough cash flows, the company is doing, let's say, doing really well, even if they don't have project and they have enough cash flow and they're developing their product, some IT product, and they have enough cash flow, then they have no issues. They want to know what is the product about. So there are various reasons.
Fine, that's great.
So these are the things.
So we've now talked about all the 3 stages. They've come in, set up, and done. So now the company is ready to rock and roll, maybe. So once, maybe after 5 days they've got a so we are not talking about the refusal, we are talking about the
company has got the license.
So happy path, so everyone is happy. So what's next?
Fantastic. Now what I'm going to tell is which sort of companies can apply for the license. Now since they have changed these rules, they have reduced from RQF level 6 to RQF level 3, which is RQF level 6 is considered as a graduate level, and RQF level 3 is considered as school leaver level. So what sort of companies can apply? So the jobs, I'm going to give you some list of jobs which are very good. For
This
example,
is for the employees coming here.
employers.
Right? Ah, okay.
Employers.
Yeah.
So what sort of companies?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for
Yes,
example,
okay.
coming to you,
Yeah.
you are having a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and let's say you want to sponsor. I'm
Yeah.
sure you have a company.
Yeah.
You can even sponsor a cameraman.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, fine.
For your channel, of
Oh,
course,
fine.
there is a cameraman here.
Yeah,
So if you want to sponsor him, you can
Oh,
as
nice.
a cameraman.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
if a florist,
Yeah.
if there is a flower shop,
Yeah.
they want to sponsor a florist,
Okay.
they can do it.
Okay.
And this is a very good news. A mechanic shop,
Yeah.
they can bring mechanics,
Ah.
body shop technician, car body repairer, even a car body painter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So this is all mechanics.
Super.
They can apply for license. If
Okay.
you are running a vehicle company,
Yeah.
vehicle repair company, you can apply.
Yeah.
And hairdressing salon owners
Mm.
and beauty parlor owners,
Mm.
if they want beauty salon manager,
Mm.
they can apply.
Okay.
So this sort of jobs
We're not
currently
available.
were not available,
Yeah. Okay.
and currently they can't. But from 1st December they can do.
Bring. Okay.
And they have also said operation manager
Yeah.
in any restaurant or restaurant manager,
Okay.
even cafe owner
Yeah.
and fish and chip shopkeeper can get a license,
Ah.
and they can sponsor. So this is something I'm waiting for further clarification. Does it mean if someone is opening a cafe, can
yeah.
they sponsor themselves? This is something I'm waiting clarification from the Home
Fine,
Office.
fine.
I will get more clarification when the full guidance, which they have already published,
Yeah.
but we are waiting for further clarification whether a cafe owner
Mm.
can self-sponsor themselves.
Okay.
But at this moment, I
Yeah.
cannot say for sure.
Fine.
But
Okay.
it is also in the level of jobs
Ah,
where
nice.
they can apply.
Okay.
Okay. And coming to warehouse, a warehouse manager
Hmm.
can also, if a warehouse wants to recruit a warehouse manager, they
Yeah.
can do. And any high street shops, they want to bring a shop manager,
Mm.
they can also apply for license.
Okay.
Apart from IT companies, pharmacists,
Yeah. Okay.
pharmacies, and firms which are at currently, I mean, which are at higher level.
Yeah.
In addition to them, this sort of small companies can also apply for license.
Nice. Okay. So the qualification is again like you need to know English. That will
Yes.
be important.
So B1 level, which is
Yeah.
IELTS 4.0 score.
Okay.
B1 level, that is what you do not need to have a bachelor's degree.
Mm.
As long as you can crack B1 level
Yeah.
English and you have necessary skills,
Yeah. Okay.
what employer is looking for,
Yeah.
employer can go ahead and sponsor.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good news. Yeah.
Yes, and there is also a slight changes
Yeah.
for people who are applying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about them. So if now let's say restaurant
Yeah.
has got a license,
Yeah.
they want to bring a restaurant manager,
Yeah.
and they identified a restaurant manager from India.
Yeah.
So what he needs to do, first thing, he need to pass English test,
Yeah.
or if he has got a bachelor's degree, then he can send it to UKNARIC
Mm.
and get a English comparable.
This is like
degree
yeah, the
comparability
one
and
which you
English
mentioned
comparability.
earlier. Okay.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the second thing is he need to show maintenance fund.
Okay.
So the maintenance fund previously it used to be
Uh,
945, or company can certify the maintenance.
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
they have increased that amount
Yeah.
to 1270, and
Oh.
you need to show it for 28 days.
Okay.
So they have reduced from 90 days to 28 days. In case if the company doesn't want to certify the maintenance,
Yeah.
then they have to show, the main applicant has to show 1270 for 28 days.
So they should have that in the bank.
Bank account for 28 days.
That's it. Okay.
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 So these are the major changes.
And when the company says they're okay to
They
do
are
that,
certifying maintenance in the COS,
Yeah.
which is called Certificate of Sponsorship. Then yes,
okay, then they don't have
they
to.
don't need to show. All
Okay.
they need to provide is the certificate of sponsorship,
Yeah.
passport.
Yeah.
If it is outside UK, they need to provide TB test.
Yeah.
And if it is in certain jobs,
Yeah.
such as healthcare or in education, they need to provide also criminality certificate that they do not have any criminal conviction, and TB certificate.
Fine.
But if it is someone inside UK, then it is only certificate of sponsorship, passport, and BRP.
Okay, so the existing students or anyone
Yeah.
who's there can move from
Correct.
there to this. Okay,
Correct.
and that's on the
Yes.
from the 1st of
Yes.
December.
Yes. Also,
Yeah.
one more thing, the salary requirement
Yeah.
to get settlement now it is approximately 35,800.
Mm.
They are reducing to 25,600,
Okay.
and also they are removing. Currently, a person can only stay up to 6 years in tier 2, but
Yeah.
under new point based system, they can stay as long as they want.
Okay.
However, they will get settlement if their salary is minimum 25,600.
Okay.
So all this position, whatever I have told,
Mm.
whatever I just mentioned,
Mm.
the company must pay minimum 25,600
Okay.
or going rate, whichever is higher.
Okay. So you mentioned about the going
Yeah,
rate
yeah,
in the
and
first
there
time.
are 80%, 70%.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go
Yeah,
about
okay.
it because it's purely for the companies.
That's fine.
Okay.
So one more question I have is like when you said the companies can apply for this. So how new the company should be? How old the company should be? Like that?
Yes. Well, this is a very good question.
Yeah.
I have done for companies who are 3 months old, just 3 months old and 6 months old.
Okay.
I have seen some IT contractors who were working for ages and they started their own IT consultancy,
Okay.
and where they have secured a contract for 100k, 200k or whatever.
Yeah.
And for that contract execution, they need skilled workers.
Okay.
So they have approached me. See, I have got this contract from, I don't want to say the company,
yeah.
XYZ company, and
Yeah.
the value of this contract is 100k.
Yeah.
So I need IT consultant or big data developer.
Yeah. Okay.
So they come to me and they have just started the company like 2 months ago and they have secured this contract.
Oh, nice.
Along with this contract, I have got it for them.
So that's the experience you have. So at least like if you have a 2 months presence, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Lovely. Thank you. Thanks a
No
lot.
problem.
It's a very good news for people out there in India or like outside UK. Like earlier, it was only the highly skilled people can come here. Now they've lowered the bar, and the like restaurant managers and even talking
Mechanics.
about mechanics and
Yes.
everyone can come.
Plumbers can come.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's
electrician can come.
Yeah, so it was, like earlier it was just Middle
Yes.
East people used to
Yes,
go.
yes.
Now you can come here, so that's really opening
Yes.
up the man. The whole thing is opening up. UK is opening up for more people to come in.
Correct.
Thank you. The other thing I actually wanted to talk about was the student visa. So we
Yes,
said that
tier
like
4.
tier 4. Lot of guys have been like messaging me how to like what the interview process is,
Yes.
how to go for that. So you have
Sure.
promised me that you'll do a deep dive into
Definitely.
it. So we have another episode coming up where like we will be talking about each and every questions which is asked and how you have to
Yes.
answer to those questions.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
these days they have started interviewing Indian students as
Oh,
well for
yeah.
tier 4 visa.
Mm.
So we will talk about what questions they will be asking. So
Okay.
you will be the immigration officer
I'll be the
and I will
immigration
be the
manager.
student.
Yeah, I'll be
So-
the immigration officer.
I'll give you the questions you ask and I will answer.
Yeah, okay. Good. Actually, he looks like a student. That looks like that's good. Fine. So we'll do that. So we'll do a proper episode, so which is coming soon. So stay tuned. And there are a lot of more things which is coming from Badri soon. So it'll may be tier 1, tier 2.
Yes,
so we'll
we'll talk
do a lot of deep dives. But like this is what it is. So any question regarding this tier 2?
Getting license for companies.
Getting license, any company owner, anyone who has queries. Again, like I'll give you the details about the website and everything on the description. Please look at the description. So I've been like asked by many people where the information is. Like I end up giving it again and again. It's so simple. Just go down and it'll be there in the description.
Sure.
And if you look at the FB on the Facebook, what I'll do is like when I post the video, all the information will be on the top of the video. So on the title and the description, we'll give you all the details
Sure.
about Badri. Okay, so you just contact him, get into licensing, and like I think that it's a good opportunity for all the companies to grow now. And
Correct.
like if you've already been there or you're going to start a company, it's not too late. You can
Correct.
still do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Thank you.
And see you in the next episode.
Thank you to
Yes,
all the
bye-bye.
viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.